Hey guys, let me give you a little secret. You don't need more customers. You need more returning customers. Wait till you hear all this.
You're listening to Street Smarts with Chad Wade. Real talk for real shop owners.
All right, what's up guys? Chad Wade here. Let's talk about one of the biggest problems in the smoke shop industry, I think right now. And most owners don't even realize it's a real problem. Everybody says they need more traffic, more marketing, more followers, more customers, more advertising, but the truth is a lot simpler than you think. Most smoke shops don't even have a traffic problem. They have a retention problem. Customers are coming in once, but not returning consistently. That creates a cycle where owners constantly feel the pressure. Every day feels like starting over. Every week feels very unpredictable. And every month feels very stressful. That's because a one-time customer, they're expensive. A repeat customer, keep it real, they're profitable. And the shop that survives long-term are not always the shop with the most traffic. They're the shops customers automatically come back to. And that's what this podcast is about. The real value of a customer. A lot of owners underestimate what a repeat customer is actually worth. Let's say someone comes into your store one time and spends, $25, $30. Okay. Most owners look at that as a completed transaction. But what if that same customer came back twice a month? Now that customer becomes $50 a month, $600 a year, potentially thousands over time. Same person, totally different relationship. And that's why loyalty matters more than traffic. You don't need every customer. You need customers that trust your store enough to stop shopping around. Well, hey, Chad, why don't customers come back? Hey, keep it real. Be honest. Customers usually don't leave because of one dramatic reason. They leave because the experience was forgettable. The store felt maybe confusing or cluttered, maybe even awkward, or maybe it was just transactional at best. Maybe the person behind the counter was unhelpful. Maybe they were inconsistent. Maybe the staff never even connected with them. Maybe it was just bing, bang, I'm out. A lot of smoke shops still operate like this. The customer walks in, the staff just kind of looks at them. Customer grabs something, just to get the hell out. Staff rings it up, customer leaves. Hey man, that's not relationship building. That's a vending machine behavior. Vending machine business compete on convenience and price. Relationship businesses, that creates loyalty. Hey, did you know that the first visit matters more than you might think? Most owners treat that first visit very casually, and that's a mistake. The first visit decides whether your shop becomes a place that they're going to remember or just another shop that customers are subconsciously, even asking themselves, does this place even feel comfortable? Does the staff even know what they're talking about? Does this store feel organized? Do I even trust these people? Would I come back here? First visit sets the emotional tone. And emotional tone matters in retail more than most owners even begin to realize. Customers kind of want, guidance and not pressure. Okay. And this is one of the biggest misunderstandings in sales. Customers do not want to be sold to, pressured. All right. They do want guidance. All right. They want someone to simplify choices and make recommendations, reduce the damn confusion, explain the differences, and help them avoid the bad decision. When the staff says, I don't know, man, it's kind of up to you. I don't know how many times I've heard that. And that does not feel respectful. It feels uncertain. And then, uncertainty reduces trust all the way around, and trust is the foundation of loyalty. Let's talk about something new in pre-rolled innovation. Blunted Cones spent a year testing moisture levels, flavor profiles to create something the market didn't have. A premium blunt cone with a mesh filter. Brands can now build their own unique pre-rolled products using new flavors, terpene profiles, and different cone formats that stand out on the shelf. Blunted Cones isn't just another product, they're trying to set the standard for premium smoking experiences. Hey, let me give you 3 things that create loyal customers. There are 3 major things every strong smoke shop does consistently. And that's recognition. Customers want to feel recognized, and not in a fake way, not overly personal, just familiar. Simple things matter. All right, like the maybe something like, hey, you've been here before, right? Still using the same setup. And how did that product work that you got last time? That kind of creates comfort. Comfort creates repeat visits. Number 2, hey, that's consistency. Customers return when they know what to expect. And that means consistent pricing. The service is always the same. The layout, is consistent with their needs. The energy, and the pep in the store is consistent. The recommendations are always there from the person behind the counter. If your store feels random every damn visit, customers don't build confidence. All right. Strong stores feel very reliable. Speaking of reliable, number 3, reliability. Customers return when recommendations actually make sense. If staff constantly pushes random products just to make a sale, customers stop trusting that store or that person. But when recommendations feel honest and helpful, customers stop shopping around. And that's where loyalty starts, everybody. Hey guys, price is not always the real issue. All right. Some people got a pocket full of money, and owners constantly tell me, hey, customers only care about the price. That's not completely true. All right. Customers care about price, but that's mostly when stores feel interchangeable. If your store feels exactly like every other shop, then yes, you're right. Customers will buy whatever's cheaper. But if your store provides trust and guidance, consistency, comfort, familiarity, price becomes less important. People pay more for certainty, and they buy from people they like. How do you create return customers intentionally? Repeat business is not luck, everybody. It's created. Here's some of the easiest ways to increase customer retention immediately. Okay. Give customers a reason to return. Most transactions end way too abruptly. Got your money, bye, holler, peace. Customers buy something, conversation ends. Instead, create a future connection. Example, like, let me give you one. All right. That'll probably last about a week. All right. Or next time you come in, I'll show you a better version, but this will take care of it today. How about most people pair that with this once they get used to that. Now the customer mentally expects another visit. Hey guys, create familiarity. People return to places that feel easy, and that means like, a predictable experience, a clean layout, familiar staff tone, a simple shopping process. Familiarity reduces friction, and friction, it kills loyalty. Now, and you should always make recommendations every time. Even when customers know what they want, always suggest one thing. Not aggressively, not salesy, all right, just naturally. All right, let me give you an example. This thing pairs well with this. Most customers grab this too. Do you need this? If you like that, This is a solid upgrade. Recommendations build trust over time. And then, hey, how about a last impression rule? Okay. Most owners focused on first impressions first, but the last impression matters just as much. The final 10 seconds of that visit determines how the visit feels emotionally. Don't end the transaction cold. Not, all right, man, you're good. Instead, end it with, hey, we'll see you again soon. Come back and let me know how that worked for you. Next time, I'll show you something even better. Now, man, that creates continuation, and continuation creates repeat business. Let me tell you why retention creates stability. Hey, this is the real payoff. Retention creates predictable revenue, calmer weeks, less stress, stronger average tickets, easier selling for that matter, more confident staff. All right. Repeat customers buy faster. They trust more. They complain a hell of a lot less, and they stop comparing every store in town. That stability matters more than enough hype traffic. All right, let me give you a final. Let me wrap this damn thing up. If your shop constantly feels like it's struggling to maintain momentum, if you're always chasing new traffic, if every week feels uncertain, you may not have a marketing problem. You may have a loyalty problem. Customers come back when they trust the store and the staff. They feel comfortable. They feel guided. They feel remembered. And that does not happen accidentally. It happens through consistency. And the smoke shop that masters retention will not just survive the next few years. They'll become the default shop in their area. All right, guys. This has been Chad Wade TV, real talk for real shop owners. Hey, and if this episode made you rethink how your customer experience your store, share it with another owner who needs to hear it. And listen, for tools, systems, and training built for every shop operator, visit chadwadetv.com. And if you're looking for stuff to put into your stores, unswholesale.com. All right, until next time, build relationships, not just transactions, and create a store customers don't want to replace.